My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And we're also giving away $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets, signs up with one of our 5 betting partners, and makes a deposit, will get $50 from us. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. And this is brought to you by EarnU.io. EarnU.io is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at EarnU.io. Next up, at UFC Vegas 53, we have Krzysztof Jotko taking on Gerald Meerschaert. Gerald Meerschaert, 34-14 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight submission streak. Krzysztof Jotko, 23-5 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a close win over Misha Cirkunov. Gerald Meerschaert's a very good grappler who's always live for a submission. He's not great on his feet. People definitely question his chin, but I think he proved a lot of people wrong in his last couple of fights. His biggest issue is he has built his entire career on getting pummeled and then pulling off a last-minute submission win. He's an incredibly talented grappler, but he doesn't have very good offensive wrestling. Even though he averages a little over 2 takedowns per fight, he only has a 41% takedown accuracy. Krzysztof Jotko has fantastic speed and is very athletic. He has good takedown defense and very high volume output. He typically looks to dance around the outside and rough up his opponents, touch them from there, just stick and move style. Misha Cirkunov took him down 5 times in his last fight, but he was able to steal that decision because of his striking on his feet. Jotko has solid takedown defense at 83%, and even if he is taken down, he has a good enough submission defense to survive. Gerald Meerschaert only has one single path to victory here, and that is by submission. But again, the issue for Meerschaert is his offensive wrestling, so you can't even count on him to have the clean takedowns, force the fight to the ground, and then make something happen. But what's crazy is people like Dustin Stoltzfus and Bartosz Fabinski had very, very clear advantages on the feet, but they decided to grapple, and then they were submitted. Just poor game planning. They lost their fight because they decided to take down Gerald Meerschaert. Jotko's not that guy. He's not going to make those mistakes. While Jotko can grapple, and he does have takedowns in 10 of his UFC fights, I think the striking gap is just so wide. Jotko doesn't even need to mess with the wrestling. He's just going to stick and move and jab his way to a pretty one-sided 15-minute decision. We see that here in the odds. I'm assuming that's why they look the way that they do. Do you think Gerald Meerschaert is able to pull off another Hail Mary submission win?
I don't blame people if they do play Meerschaert by sub, but if you're Jotko, you just have to defend takedowns, and he has good takedown defense. We saw that against Misha. It was 5 of 17. He was taken down 5 times, but you got to defend. Don't try to do anything weird in those transitions. Don't try to strike if he gets on your legs, if he gets on your hips. Don't try to do anything, but just get him off of you, because as good as your takedown defense is, it only takes one. And if he gets you to the ground, he's probably going to submit you. That's what he does. It only takes one. It could be a weird trip. It could be weird. You have to defend the takedowns, and if your butt hits that mat, you got to get back to your feet as fast as you can. But this should be a Jotko play 100% all the way. He should dominate this fight, but it only takes one. We've seen it happen before. I place the bet I place under 2.5 is -105. I place that. I think it's a KO early, or if he gets down on the ground, he subs him. So, but I'm Jotko all the way.
Yeah, I think it's either Jotko by decision or Gerald by submission. Because I don't think Jotko, he doesn't necessarily have that finishing power. And even though Gerald's been finished before on his feet, I don't really see that happening here. I honestly think it's kind of a boring fight. And I think it's going to be a really bad look for Gerald. He's going to get sort of taking bad shots from out of range and things like that. So I think we're both aligned on Jotko, obviously fully recognizing how dangerous Gerald Meerschaert is. $8,800 is a lot of money to spend, though, because I don't think he's going to score well. Like, just strikes without control time, not significant strikes, no takedowns, none of that, no knockdowns. That's not really going to score that well. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to play him.
Yeah. Strike line, though, 65 to 37. I think it's well over 65. I think he's just constantly touching Gerald Meerschaert's face. 37, if it's a stand-up striking match for 15 minutes, we're talking a little more than 10 strikes per round. He should be able to land that. So I've said this a lot tonight, but I think it's another more play.
Less.
Okay. Very helpful. If you are confident in your line and your pick, go to WeWantPicks.com/MKF. They will instantly match your deposit up to $100. And if you want 50 free bucks, go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you.